We are back for another video, you guys. We're not going to be on too long tonight. Just wanted to kind of touch on a few topics and then we're going to get off because I feel like I've been on here a lot today. Okay, and not that I'm complaining because I do love to connect with you guys, but yeah, we do have a life over here. Okay, so we're going to get through a few topics. Y'all know I like to do the whole blast for the past little situation. And then we're gonna get on out of here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. All right. Everything said in the video is a legend, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hello. Hey, Shirley Terry, Rose Armstead, Coco Mo. Hey, Monique, what's up? Everybody coming in, Patricia, Cheryl Williams. Hey, how y'all doing? Let's get into our show. All right, let's go ahead and get into what Carlos had to say. Y'all pardon me not being on camera tonight, okay? I'm tired and I don't want to be. Y'all forgive me, okay? I still love y'all and whatnot. Let's see. Really? Okay, yeah. All right, so Carlos King throws a little subtle shade. Y'all know this whole Melometers mess been going around on the show, off the show. Like, damn, the Melometers just been getting their shine, I guess you could say. But Carlos does like to throw a little subtle shade, and he always likes to hide it in his little spiritual quotes, as we'll call them, as to try to, I guess, enlighten people. But there's always some subtle shade behind it. So how are you shading people through spirituality? I don't know, but you guys can hear for yourself. Let's go ahead and play what he had to say, okay? And then the dog, of course, is there for a deflection from the shade. Oh, look at my cute dog, and not pay attention to what's coming out of my mouth. That's what this shit is, okay? Let's go.
Thank you, baby. The message of the day is, you know it's meant for you when nobody who attacks you can stop your motion.
Who's attacking you?
There's so many people who want to see you not do well because it makes them feel better. And they conspire against you with other people to join the hate train. And although it may feel suffocating to you for this experience, you also have to know that whatever God has for you, no one can take from you. No one has the power to take a blessing away from you. No one. Do you really think God, in all his power and his perfection, do you really think that he, the Almighty God, is going to say, oh, well, I changed my mind because they're coming for you. Oops, I did not see this coming. Oh my gosh, they're so powerful. Oh, this army of people who hate you. Oh my gosh, they're going to like not allow me to bless you. My bad. Let me go back to the drawing board. It doesn't work that way. Always know this. And this is going to sound strange, but I promise you it does work. I promise you this works. And if you don't ever listen to anything I've ever said, me and Brody are going to tell you this is the truth. Whenever somebody is attacking you or coming against you, you have to thank them. Yes, you have to thank them and pray for them. And the reason why you have to thank them is because it never has anything to do with you. It has everything to do with themselves. And you're thanking them because you do know this, that this is going to set you up for something greater. I know it's the strangest thing. And my friend told me this years ago. And I said, girl, you tripping. But I did it, and I promise you, the attack, the pain, it went away. Like a miracle happened. So remember, whenever someone is coming for you or against you, thank them and pray for them on a daily basis and watch the pain go away. Happy Sunday. Say bye, Brody.
What is he talking about, y'all? Do y'all hear this subtle shade thrown in there? He's indirectly trying to talk about the Melometers attacking and all of that. Y'all know, y'all already know The episode that came on Saturday was where they sat up there at the table with Mel and them talking about how they all went around the table talking about, oh, I've been attacked by the Melometers. Oh, I've been attacked by the Melometers. Here he comes Sunday now. Oh, the attack. I just want to say that anytime someone's trying to hold you back and attack. So Carlos is now co-signing the bullshit on this show. Carlos is co-signing the bullshit of people saying that they are being attacked by the Melometers, okay? Like, how are you allowing this storyline to continue, Carlos? You are allowing people to skate by on your show or Melody show without giving anything, but then they're using Melody once again and her fan base to get a check in a negative tone and putting out negative innuendos about this woman's fan base as to say they're being attacked by people that don't like them when that could be anyone. And now you're sitting on your platform and you're co-signing and allowing this narrative to continue to be pushed, Carlos, because you're throwing subtle shade and hiding it behind spiritual quotes. That's not cool. That's not cool. You're allowing it on the show and you're allowing yourself to sit here and bask in the toxicity as well. This is a hot damn mess. I know y'all heard it. I said, as soon as I clicked on it, I said, this is some bullshit, Carlos. All right. Who is attacking you, Carlos? Who is attacking you? I don't feel like someone is holding you accountable and calling you out for the bullshit that you do, and you do a lot of it, and you hide behind it. Then you get on your messy Mondays and be messy and call people out when you are messy yourself. You do stuff yourself, but as soon as somebody says something about you, oh, the attack. When you're feeling attacked, the Lord will not allow you to be attacked. Like, stop it. The Lord will not allow you to play victim when you are initiating the bullshit. How about that? Okay, get off my screen, child. Get off my screen, child. All right, so let's get into some Martell news, all right, that I know you all can use. That's my favorite quote, okay? All right, y'all know that's my quote. All right, let's go ahead and share. Let's share. And then we're going to get into this other piece of info that I pulled up because we're not going to be on here long, y'all. We're not going to be on long. I'm tired. All right. I'm a little tired. Hold up. I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. God darn it. Okay. Here it is. All right. So we're going to close that. Let's let it get on your screen. It said that Martel should have been gone. Right. He preaching about everything else, and Martel's still on the show. All right, so of course we already know that Martel has appealed his DV and third degree and harassing communication conviction. Let's go ahead and look at the little news thing that they have about that, and then I'm gonna show you guys some clips. Then we're gonna get into this interview that I pulled about Martel. I haven't seen this interview, so I started watching it, but we're gonna watch it almost primarily together. All right. I like to watch things from the past, like I said, to connect to what's going on now. All right, because that's very essential. So it said that Holt convicted in municipal court of DV harassing communications, and he has appealed the decision. Of course he did. All right, so let's go ahead and play. After this stupid ad, of course.
Right. Well, Love and Marriage Huntsville TV star Martell Holt was recently arrested for domestic violence. The 42-year-old was booked into the Madison County Jail last night. Holt was charged with third-degree domestic violence and harassing communications. He was later released just after 7 last night.
Okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? All right, let's pause because we don't care about that anymore. All right, so let's go ahead and read what it says here. Huntsville, Alabama, Love and Marriage Huntsville star Martell Holt has filed an appeal to his conviction on the charge of DV harassing communications. He was convicted in Huntsville Municipal Court on, of course, you guys know, May the 2nd of 2024 and given a 30-day suspended sentence with 12 months of monitored probation. He was also ordered to have no contact with the victim, who we know to be Melody Cherie. He immediately filed an appeal and asked for a jury trial, which that's coming up here really, really soon, you guys. I cannot wait to see how this turns out, because if he's found guilty, he's going to jail. He remains out on bond pending his appeal. All right. Yes. Now I said that Holt was originally arrested January of 2024. Love and Marriage Huntsville is a reality TV show that has been around since 2019, focusing on African-American business owners in Huntsville, Alabama. Is that what they're calling them now? Oh, okay. All right. So as you guys can see, he is also ordered to have no contact with the victim. Martell's had contact with Melody. He has broken that particular order from the judge and the courts because he did send Melody text messages he was not supposed to send. That I'm sorry 1,000 times was against the order. So if Melody wants to ding him on that, he can be dinged on that. And there was other contact as well. All right. I think Melody said after that was filed, she went to one of her kids' games or something like that, and Martell was pretty much taunting her and was mad because she didn't want to speak to him. So he's going out of his way to test the waters to try to do things to see if he's going to be violated, because he doesn't. Martell don't believe fish grease get hot. So I'm interested to see the ammunition that Melody has against his ass when they go to court coming up here. What are we in November? December. I think it's early December when they'll be going to court. So it's coming up very quick, guys. We're in November, so December is court. I hope Martell has his ducks in a row, which I know he does not. I hope they don't continue this situation anymore. And I hope Melody is victorious in this particular case. All right. So as you guys know, that's when that happened. All right. So let's stop sharing. Now I want to play a clip before we get into this interview. Y'all know I'm the queen of clips, child. No, I don't want that. I am the queen of clips. So let's get into it, honey. All right, so I found this clip. Now, you guys have seen this already on the show. So we're going to play it, and I want you guys to pay attention to how Marlene does not hold Martell accountable, how she sees nothing wrong with him and everybody else does. Why is it that she is blind to what her son is and how he is when everyone else around can see that he is psycho and crazy? He's a psychopath, okay? He needs counseling. He needs therapy. And he says, he even admits on here he needs some counseling and or therapy. He wants to go to therapy. But she tells him, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't need therapy. You birthed this son. You are the reason why he is this way. But you can't see he needs help, Marlene? Weird. Let's get into it.
Use the bigger end.
Oh.
That's a little bit too tight. That's
Oh,
cute,
so
though.
that means I can't do it too many times?
No.
Oh, that looks good. Ma, what you think, Mama?
I think it looks nice.
You like it? Yes, sir. Ooh.
How good she was talking.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all go outside? Go outside with your brothers and sisters, all right?
You gonna have
Outside.
fun? Y'all gonna watch it out there?
Look, she ripped.
Y'all see how they send them outside, little sugar mama out there? Look, now none of those kids are of age to be alone. Okay, Martell, it's seeming that you leave these children alone a lot. They were alone when you got arrested in the car with no adult supervision, to where you had to call your mama to come and get them. So it's given that you do make these children be alone, out of your eyesight, because anything can happen. There's trafficking. That little white van can pull up and those kids will not be there. So while you are policing Melody on how many babysitters she has, at least she has babysitters watching her kids. You not so much. You just told your children to go outside unsupervised while you sit inside and talk to your mother about how crazy you are. Weird, ain't it?
Ready, boy. My mom is so helpful when it comes to the kids. You know, she's a part of my village. I never wanted to know how to do girls' hair, you know? To this day, I don't want to know how to do too much. I feel that that's what a woman is for, you know? But when it comes down to a single dad, I'm finna learn that.
So why they couldn't sit outside and talk while they watch the children play versus going inside, closing the door, and having the children outside alone? Mariah is the oldest, but she is not old enough to watch them legally. Okay, she legally is not old enough to watch them and or be alone with them. You have a child who is under the age of 3. I don't think Sugar Mama was even 3 years old right here. She might have been barely 1, 2 years old. They are not equipped. And what if she would have fell and started choking or anything? They don't know CPR. So you are putting your children out here as babysitters while they are unattended. But then you come after Melody Cherie and you keep filing these motions against her as to say that she has all of these babysitters watching your children, when that's called a village. It's nothing wrong with her having people who she trusts to watch your children when you're not even watching them. You weren't watching them when you were on live when they were on the ATVs driving and flying all over the place. You weren't supervising and or watching them. Again, you weren't watching them in another clip that I saw. So it's giving that your children are left alone. And again, like I said, when you went to jail for that warrant, your children were left in the car alone while you went inside the police station and they watched themselves. That's called child abandonment. Okay, that's called child abandonment. Let's continue.
How are you, son?
I'm good. You know, we was at Vegas, you know, Marcel, he had mentioned depression, you know, and then Maurice thinking that he could possibly depressed too, only because of how much he worked. You know, he don't make time to do anything else other than work, you know? But I think it's like, what he was saying is like a thin line between how much you exhaust yourself with work and then, I guess, being mentally bogged down with depression or something, you know? But I don't think either one of us are depressed.
No,
That's when Marlene was all comfortable in that big old house Mel was helping pay that damn rent on over there. But when Mel left his ass, Marlene had to move up out of there and squeeze up in that 1-bedroom apartment. See how plush and lovely she was living over there off Mel money? How Martell was able to go over there and kick his feet up and be all comfortable. Now they all squeezed up in a 1-bedroom apartment when Mel done up and left. That's why she said, I want y'all to work this out, because she didn't want to leave, she didn't want to lose their house.
Put job on your plate.
Yeah, there we go.
Do too much.
Yeah, I definitely think that, and then with me, you know, I've just been going through too much over the last year and a half,
You do so
you know?
much. Yeah.
So yeah, I just might need a little bit of guidance.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm open to, you know, feedback from, you know, therapy.
I don't think you need no therapist. You be your own therapist.
Yeah.
I don't think you need no therapist. I just think you need to be your own therapist. How you gonna be your own fucking therapist? When you have issues, like I keep saying, Black people, we can go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going this week and I'm excited. But there's nothing wrong with going to therapy. But my issue with Marlene is you don't hold your son accountable. I don't know if you're scared of him. I don't know if he got something on you that you scared he gonna go and blast and or expose on you. But he definitely needs therapy. If anybody knows their child, it's Marlene. If anybody knows Martell, it's Marlene. You know your child. You know he's got issues, anger issues, because I'm sure he done blew up on you. You know about the issues that happened between he and Mel. So for you to sit there when you know he done stepped out in his marriage and effed up his whole relationship and or marriage to where now he's in a position to where he can't hardly take care of himself. He got those kids. He barely working. His whole entire life is in the dumps. He has anger issues, screaming and hollering at everybody. You're going to tell him, I don't think you need no therapy. He absolutely does. And you need to go with him so we can figure out what the fuck is wrong with you too.
You got so much on your plate. You got to take the time to slow down.
I know you've always told me over the years.
And you got a whole lot on your plate.
Always.
How much slow can you go when you won't stop? This nigga ain't doing she act like he got 1,000 jobs. Martell ain't doing shit but going and filming at Love and Marriage Huntsville. Melody has several jobs where she's taking care of the children, paying their medical expenses, paying for them to be in sports. I'm hearing that I think they go to private school. She's paying for those things. She buys their clothes. She makes sure they have a roof over their head. He don't pay child support. So what is it that he's doing to where he needs to slow down? Nigga, you need to speed up. You need to speed up. She's always gave him this whole idea in his head that he's just doing way too much. Slow down, nigga. You on pause.
So many over the years.
You got to.
Yeah. Well, this past year, I would definitely say it slowed down tremendously. And then too, and I can appreciate this time that it slowed down too, because over the past 8-9 years, I have been so busy.
I'm telling you,
know what I'm saying?
Sure was, because you got a whole outside child. You was very busy.
And I don't mean no harm when I say it. Things happen for a reason.
Yeah. Just, it's kind of frustrating. Mel and I.
Things happen for a reason, Marlene. So him stepping out and cheating on Mel and fucking up your life and his and the children's life all happen for a reason? Weird.
We have to be on the same page.
Yeah, you got to.
Before we can really co-parent effectively,
When them kids was real small and you used to this work, and I'd be like, damn, she gonna kill my boy. He do so damn much.
Yeah.
And, you lay around, Martell. Oh, I used to be so mad to myself.
I used to share that with me.
I tell you, I don't give a damn what nobody said. You done did the damn thing. Do you hear me?
What did he do besides have an outside child run out and pretend he was working with no fucking business license, okay, or builder's license, okay? He was working on Mel's builder's license. He's a user, just like you were, Marlene. As long as Martell and Mel were in a good space and that money was coming your way, you love Melody. You were talking about she's like your daughter. Now you sitting up talking shit about her. How does that work for you? You loved yourself some Mel. She was your daughter. She was all of this. You was coming eating that free food when she asked you to come out to lunch with her or brunch. But then you turn right around and talk shit about her as soon as things go left between you and Martell. Now, all of a sudden, things happen for a reason?
And you're still doing it, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because you done got a girl pregnant. So what? I ain't happy about it, but
Y'all hear that bullshit?
I tell you, I don't give a damn what nobody said. You done did the damn thing. Do you hear me? And you're still doing it, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Because you done got a girl pregnant. So what? I ain't happy about it, but
you see how she coddles him? Do you see how she don't hold him accountable? Do you see how she sits there? So what? You got a girl pregnant? No, it's not. So what? No, it's not. So what? You added another mouth to the pile of children that you have. And I'm gonna say pile, because nigga, you got 5 kids that you can't even feed. Melody says you can't feed the children when it's your time to have them. You got 1 week on, 1 week off with your kids, and then you telling Mel that you can't keep the kids on your week because you ain't got no money. But your mama sit up and say, so what if you got somebody pregnant? No, it ain't so what, because he can't even take care of himself, let alone another mouth to feed, including Ariana, because she's another dependent, because she too don't work. So no, it's not okay that he is continuously making single mothers in the Black community, and he continues to go from woman to woman to woman looking for the love you were supposed to give him, Marlene, as a mother. Martell is looking for love in all the wrong places from women because his sorry ass mama was too busy doing what she was doing with other men and used work as a excuse to not be a good mother. Now, I'm not knocking the fact that she had to go to work. Most single mothers have to get additional jobs in order to make ends meet. But emotionally, psychologically, you were not there for your son. You had more time with your boyfriends, Marlene, than you had with Martell. He even talked about it. My mama kept boyfriends, that you had a boyfriend for over 10 years, and Martell never had any relationship with that man. That man would come over and lay up with you, Marlene, and you didn't give a fuck about your boys. One of which stayed in and out of jail and is sitting up in that bitch now, and the other one about to go in December. But you sit up and coddle him and tell him, oh, it's okay. It don't matter that you went out and had another baby. The best thing ever happened to your son is the same person that you sitting up talking shit about. I'm going to say it again. The best thing that ever happened to your sorry ass son, Marlene, that would be Martell, is Melody Cherie. Because by her being connected to your son, your life changed to where you didn't have to work as hard. And now that she's gone, you got to have your ass at that damn hospital scrubbing a little bit more toilets because you ain't got that extra money coming in. Yeah, your life was real plush when Mel was your daughter-in-law, when that baby went over there. Now you got to say what Martell wants you to say because you don't want him fussing you out. You don't want him snapping on your ass. Martell know he ain't shit. And you know he ain't either. But you scared to tell him that because you scared of your son. Just like you scared of the other one. You ain't do shit with your kids. But you going to sit up and tell him, I don't care about you having no kid. Girl, you as ridiculous as that damn chill pit on your damn head. Let me play that piece one more time.
Yeah. Effectively, you know?
When them kids was real small, and you used to this work, and I be like, damn, she gonna kill my boy. He do so damn much.
Yeah.
And, you lay around, Martell. Oh, I used to be so mad to myself.
I know, you used to share that with me.
I tell you, I don't give a damn what nobody said. You done did the damn thing.
And Martell, you should have corrected her when she said that shit to you. Talking about, yeah, you used to always tell me that. You should have corrected her because bottom line is part your responsibility, 50-50. Melody said she stayed pregnant every time she turned around, she was getting pregnant. That's a lot of work. And all of her kids are small, with the exception of, you know, Mariah and Tank, but they were small kids then. But still, it's your responsibility just as much as it is hers. If she's tired and want to get a nap, nigga, you go in there and take the kids so she can get a break. That's what co-parenting is. You don't just co-parent when you get divorced. You're still co-parenting when you're married. But you don't understand the dynamic of that because you didn't grow up under that umbrella, Martell. You grew up in a broken home where your own father was in prison for 20 years for crimes that he committed, where your mother was mentally in prison because she did not take the time to raise you properly, because you spoke and you speak very highly of your grandmother who poured into you because your mother was emotionally available. So now as a grown man, you are emotionally unavailable to your children. You are unemotionally available to Melody, which is why your marriage did not work, and you checked out and you checked in at Ariane's house because you claim she gave you what your mother was supposed to give you. It's not Melody Cherie's job to be your wife, your mama, your coddler. You gave this woman way too many titles for her to have to stand up to or stick up for when it came to you, Martell, because your mama, that same one sitting there with that chill pad on her damn head, you expected Melody to be Marlene. I get it, they both got an M in their name, but bitch, that's your wife. You wanted Melody to be Marlene and what she did not be to you as a child. And that's unfair to her. That's unfair to her. You selfish bastard. You selfish. And now you caught out there and you're mad because your life is all effed up when you did it. And you said yourself, all I had to do was sit my ass down, and you should have. Just like you sitting your ass down right here and listening to your mama tell you that bullshit, you should have sat your ass down and told Ariane this shit. And look, I'm sorry I even came my ass up over here. Let me take my ass back across town and go home with my wife and my children before I fuck around and be homeless. Because, nigga, how many times have you moved since Melody divorced you? It's in the court documents. You can't stay in one spot. You can't feed your kids. You walking around here with permanent wedgies because you still wearing the same shit that Mel bought you back in 2018. You done snatched out every ass hair that you had from 2018 up to 2024 wearing them tight-ass clothes when you... Let me stop. Let's get into this next thing, child. I ain't about to sit up here and holler. Let's get into this interview. Let's get into this interview, okay? Yeah, he done snatched every ass hair out, baby. You done got a whole ass wax. Fucking with Ariane. Ariane got your ass out here with a whole ass wax, okay? And she got so much to say, but the bitch won't go buy you no clothes. She got so much to say, but the bitch won't take you to Burlington Coat Factory and get you some pants that fit. Why? That's why you got a hook and a curve, because your penis ain't got no room in them damn pants. Your penis can't lay down like it need to. Them tight-ass pants on. Tight-ass pants on. Walk around like a ballerina. Sit your ass down in here with them ballerina jeans on. Oh, Lord, y'all know I was going to tear him up. Walk around here with them ballerina jeans on. Nuts in there arguing. Get off of me. No, you get off of me. Ain't no room down here. Bitch, I know. That's what your pants be. That's what your pants down there be saying. Talking about you got a hook and a curve. It's a curve, nigga, because it's been balled up down there since 2018. That thing been balled up. That little elephant trunk been balled up since 2018 in them tight-ass ballerina jeans your ass be prancing around here in. Oh, moist ass. Oh, Jesus, let me get off him because I can keep going. Y'all know that. I will roast and toast his ass in here tonight. Y'all know that. Prancing your ass around here thinking you the shit and you not. You not. Sit down, little ballerina. Sit down, little ballerina, with your moist ass. Let's get into this damn interview. All right, so Shannon Strawberry and Steve Harvey had a sit down with Martell. He reached out to them, of course. All right, Shirley's gonna say it. And he had a conversation with him, and I'm interested because I have not watched this interview. Okay, I have not watched it, so I'm interested to see what it says. Now we're gonna reach back, honey, a blast from the past. All right, it's only 34 minutes and 8 seconds. All right, so we're gonna watch it, and this is gonna be our last topic of the night. All right, I see y'all cracking up in the comments, baby. Y'all know I was gonna light into his ass.
Martel reached out to us because, you know, he is getting bashed, and you know, some people say deservedly so because he cheated. He had a beautiful family, and he cheated and lost his family. So now he wants advice. I'm assuming, Martel, you want to move forward and try to.
I sped it up. Do y'all want me to slow it down to normal? Let me put it on normal. Let's see. Let's put it on 1.5. Let's see how that sounds.
You know, go on with your life, basically.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that why you're here?
Definitely so. I would definitely say that being a husband. Being a husband, and you know, I'm not gonna say not having a father figure or not having a black role model. Not having that as an excuse. But you know, I was really like learning like trial and error as I was going. You know, because we were married for like 12, 13 years. And, you know, we had a lot of ups and downs, great times and not so great times. And, but, you know, I failed. And, you know, that's why I'm here. Because for my future, I want to be better. Period, point blank, you know? Okay. I don't want to continue to do the things that I've done in the past.
Let's stop.
Can I ask a question?
I say slow it down. Okay. Because I've been trying to speed it up sometimes because sometimes some of these interviews be lagging. But we'll go normal. All right. It's all good.
I don't know the answer to that. So are you divorced? Are you married? Is it over? Are you trying to reconcile?
Too much classy type lady.
Yeah. Well, no. The divorce is final. It was final as of about a month ago.
Okay.
But it's life after marriage or life after a divorce, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do know.
Dear Dr. K, I used to think I was never meant to be beautiful. You work within my budget.
Boom. We're back.
So do I. I know as well.
A lot of experience at this right here, Martel. You call the right man if you're trying to figure out how to do it again.
I think marriage is a beautiful thing. It really is. I enjoy being married. It's just some things that happen up, and I guess I dropped the ball. I really messed up.
Okay. So let me ask you something. When you say you dropped the ball, tell me where you think you went wrong.
I guess thinking that I deserve more. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, careful.
I think I was being greedy. I think I was being greedy, you know, and at times, you know, I would definitely say that I was saying that my wife wasn't doing certain things within the relationship. But I guess I should have communicated that in a different way, opposed to stepping out, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What we're not going to do is we're just going to tell your truth. We're going to leave your ex-wife. We're not going to bash or blame.
No,
Melody.
No, not at all.
I like
not at all.
I
was just saying how I messed up, how I should have handled it in a different way.
Yeah.
So no bashing, no negativity, anything of that nature. I'm looking to move forward.
I kind of felt that from you.
But there was a lot of that though, Steve, which is why I said it.
Yeah.
On the show, a lot of
there was a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do it just now. I ain't seen the show, so let me keep saying that over.
That's how the women come at me, just like she just did. That's how they come at me. And I haven't even.
Oh, that's forever, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Martel, that's forever. Living this one down gonna be. Woof.
But Martel, you're here. You wanted to come. We allowed you to come. We welcome you to the show, and we do want you to tell your side of it. We do. We welcome Melody to do the same thing if she would like to.
Well, when we come back,
I
have a couple of questions that you can answer for me, and then we'll go from there. Our special guest today is Martell Holt from
he is
Love and Marriage Huntsville on the OWN channel.
Straight up on I-65.
We'll be back at 23 minutes after. Right after this.
Nassau Space Center.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Steve, we are back with our live Strawberry Letter. Like we said earlier, the first one we've done in many, many years. Our special guest today is Martell Holt from the OWN Network's Love and Marriage Huntsville. We can recap. So do you have an idea of kind of what's going on now, Steve? I know you said you haven't watched the show.
I haven't watched the show, but this brother's on here. He had a family. He lost a family because he
cheating.
Well, yeah, he didn't know how to do it, and he said in his own words he was just greedy. And so it caused the demise of his family. What I just pulled a picture and looked up, beautiful family. And so the divorce is final now. So let me ask you this, Martell. If you could do anything differently, what would you have done?
If I could have done anything differently, what would it have been? I think the communication with my wife. I think just like what she mentioned to me, what I should have done is I should have literally grabbed her and set her down and had that adult conversation, opposed to the things that I was complaining about. I would just complain candidly, opposed to really saying, hey, listen, we have an issue. Let's sit down, let's talk about it, because it's making me feel a certain way that wouldn't be pleasant for our marriage. So like what she mentioned, better communication.
Okay, now let me ask you something. Were you, while you were having these verbal complaints, was there anything you was doing that deserved a complaint?
Talk about it.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Price, and Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome. Nice. You can get it when you trade in.
I joined the interview, okay?
Well, she wasn't complaining about too much. We had children. We have children, and a lot of the times I was like the more dominant parent. No, it wasn't anything that she was complaining about. It wasn't.
Well, now let me ask you this though, dog. Was it no? Was it she wasn't complaining because she didn't know everything?
Right.
I'm not sure. I mean, we didn't have to have her on the phone for that, because
let me ask you this. Was you hiding the cheating part pretty good, and for how long? Before she confronted you about it.
Yeah, I was, when I was complaining, when I started to complain, that's around the same time that I stepped out.
Yeah.
When I started to complain, certain things wasn't adjusted the way I wanted it, which was selfish. But this one I stepped out.
Yeah.
And it went on for about a year before she found out.
It went on for a year. Now let me ask you something. Do you think in your mind that the stepping out also brought about the demise of the relationship?
I would definitely say so, because that probably took something out of me that could have been going toward my wife, and I was issuing over here to someone else. So I totally agree with that.
And there's a baby involved, Steve.
What you mean?
He has a baby with this other woman.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has a baby.
A child was conceived about 5 years on down the line. Yeah.
Wait a minute, dog. What?
Yeah.
See, you don't watch the show, Steve.
No.
You didn't know that Martel had a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, dog. The other woman got pregnant?
She did. I mean, this is when we said that we were going to get divorced and all that type stuff. So it's not like it happened earlier on, but it happened.
Well, hold on now. Hold on. Because after she found out you was cheating, how long were you all married after she found out?
5 years.
It took her 5 years to find out?
No. She found out 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So she stayed with you after she found out you was cheating?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But okay, how old is the baby, the new baby?
Newborn.
It was born around Christmas, right? Around
this Christmas?
No, it's a newborn.
You won't talk about
it. Everybody trying to say when a baby was born, don't nobody know.
Well, when was it born?
That's what the hell I asked.
When was it born?
See, hey, dog, hey, Martell, understand something. We can't undo none of this. So I'm just trying to get the facts. Okay. So I just leave it alone. You got a newborn, but you have how many children with your wife, the woman you were married? You got 4 kids. How close in age is the last 2? See.
Well, Melania, she is 1.5, and my third is 5. So it's like a 4-year difference.
She found out 5 years ago.
Look at Steve. He said, "This motherfucker."
Well, before I wanted to say this too, Steve. Before we do run out of time, Martell did come on here to get some advice from you.
No, that's what we're gonna do. That's why we go. This is longer than 2 strawberry letters.
Okay,
yes, it is.
We finna carry this over to break number 3 because I do want to hear the soldier out. Because look, I've been there. I mean, you know, men can quit tripping. Every man know this story. Stop acting brand new. Every man know this story.
All right, hold up, Steve. We'll have part 3 of the Strawberry Letter with our special guest. This live Strawberry Letter with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. We'll be back at 46 minutes after the hour, right after this. All right, here we are, Steve, live with Martell Holt from Owns Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, Martell has come on for advice.
He's come on the show for advice. Now, I've had to get some background. Took me 2 breaks to get the background. Martell was married to a woman. They have a family together. He admittedly stepped out and now found out there's another child involved. And the divorce is final. And so now here he is. And he's admitted that he did some things wrong. What I learned myself was you can't fix in your house. You can't fix what's wrong in your house outside your house.
That's correct.
A lot of men go that route, to be honest with you. You know, there's something wrong and they start telling it to somebody and somebody give a listening in. Next thing you know, they listening real good and they seem to be understanding. The next thing you know, some things jump off. So Martell, where we at right now, man? What would you like to accomplish with this phone call?
Was it really God's wish to kill Abraham's elder son? Why Isaac needed to be punished by God?
We back.
You know, so right now, I guess I am going through a tough time because we do have our 3 children. Our divorce just has been over about a month ago now, and I guess I do want to move forward, but I guess I need to know, how do I move on? In terms of, like, do I start to, you know, I'm not gonna say start dating someone now, but like, what does the future look like?
Well, you've been doing that. So
don't say date.
No, don't worry about that. But see, man, let me say this, because I don't care how a marriage go. At the end of the day, the children had nothing to do with it. And every man that has been found guilty of this, every last one of us who have been guilty of this have had to grapple with the facts that we blew a family. We messed up a fammy.
Yeah, that's what I'm battling with right now too.
Yeah, man, because it's hard, man, because, you know, in the words of Tyrese in that song Shame, what am I supposed to tell these kids? See, that's the gripper. And that's where a lot of us as men, we don't have groups to help us through these moments like this. Okay.
Well, he is seeing a therapist, Steve, by the way.
Lies.
Therapist.
Yeah, he's seeing a
not seen no therapist.
Yeah.
I have.
Is the therapist, is he divorced?
No, he's been married for about 30-something years. And my thing is, the reason I wanted to speak with you, Steve, honestly, is because I feel that you've been through some things in life.
That's what I'm saying.
And you are like the best person to seek advice from, someone that has actually been through something. I'm
going to talk to you. You don't go learn how to swim, somebody can't swim. You play golf from somebody know the golf swing. If you're in therapy, you're talking to a dude ain't never been divorced. I mean, what we talking about here? That's my opinion.
Totally agree.
I got
That's mine too.
All right, we're gonna come back more. Break number 8.
All right, more with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville right after this. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. All right, our special guest. This is a special live edition of the Strawberry Letter for today. Our guest is Martell Holt. That's right, I said Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville on OWN. Martell reached out to us. He is seeking advice from Steve. He wanted to move on now. He wants to move on.
No,
And
he
it's
doesn't.
nothing wrong with that because that is life. You have to move on. You know, that's how we learn. We make mistakes, we move on. Steve.
Now, Martell has informed me of what happened. He had a marriage, had some things going wrong in it. He didn't know how to handle it. He admittedly handled it the wrong way. He lost his family, divorce is final. He has children and another child outside the marriage. And today he's sitting here faced with what I know a lot of men are faced with. You know, I've had to look at it myself. And so what I'm saying to you now, Martell, is if I were you to move forward, because you are now, your divorce is public. It's crazy. So now, you know, you getting ate up alive by women. They're not trying to hear you. But the one thing you could do, see, the one thing men don't do is we don't do closure.
Right.
And sometimes, man, closure is a very significant thing for women, especially public, because since your wife was embarrassed publicly,
Humiliated.
It's like when the newspaper make a mistake and the rebuttal, it'd be front page mistake, but then the rebuttal be in the classified section in small print. We made a mistake. They don't do that. So probably the beginning of helping your girl and yourself and your kids is to publicly apologize to her and admit you're wrong in it so that she can get some type of relief from what she's been feeling with publicly. You feel what I'm saying?
I do 100%.
And ask for forgiveness.
That's what she's not gonna forgive him. That's not finna happen.
He can ask.
Don't worry about that. That ain't what you after. He has to make her whole, not himself whole. See. And so what he trying to do is find a way so he can kind of put something together for this woman. I think that would be an interesting way to go about it, to publicly address this situation and put her at ease so she's not at fault for some of the things you may have said publicly about her. It was just probably you lashing out, trying to cover and all this here. Because I know, man, look, man, when we as men do wrong, we justify our wrong with telling the woman what she did wrong that caused us to do wrong.
That's what I've been doing for quite some time. Well, listen, Steve, I see Shirley, she's mentioning certain things in terms of like I publicly said this and that. So we started filming the show. I didn't want to put our business on TV. I didn't want to publicly talk about.
But the show did.
But
no, they did it. They did it. No one would have known anything. No one would have known anything. I mean, it's a reality show. We choose and pick what we want to put out there. And it was a surprise to me when she hit me with it. It was a surprise and shock when she hit me with it. And it was on TV, so that was the first of it right there.
I tell people all the time, if you want your marriage to not survive, put it on TV.
Right.
Put it on TV.
Put that damn thing on TV, because now you can't work it out by yourself. I think the beginning, though, Martell, is the public statement to make her whole again and not yourself.
That, Steve. I like that.
That's the beginning, because it provides an element of closure. And then after that, there is a little bit of suffering that you have to endure. I did it, man. I know. And mine wasn't entirely my fault either. I can tell you flat out. But in the court of public opinion, it don't matter.
Period. The man is wrong.
Oh, doggy. In the court of public opinion, it doesn't matter.
Don't be a victim, Martell.
Boom.
No. I'm just saying it just doesn't matter. I'm not saying to be a victim. It just don't matter. A dude, I don't give a damn what you say. You know, so it's going to be a level of suffering that you have to endure because of the pain that was inflicted.
Holiday shopping has never been easier with EasyCanvasPrints.com. Frame your favorite holiday memories.
I Shirley jumping in there, straightening Martell out.
You know, because no matter what you're going through, it pales in comparison to what this woman who had these kids had to go through.
Come on.
Do you still love her, Martell?
There you go.
Oh, I definitely love her. Yeah.
Are you still in love with her?
Crazy.
Are you still in love with your ex-wife?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it hurts me to say that. To be, yeah, it hurts me a lot to say that, but I'm not.
Okay, we got this is part what?
Well, it's a lot of people
100?
listening to this. You can't just say.
We on our way to part 9. I know.
Hold on. Yeah, we got to take a quick break.
This ain't
here,
no
Martell.
Strawberry Letter. This is life.
This is a reality show.
This is
real life.
Welcome to the Steve Harvey reality show, everybody. Yeah. Brought to you by Monica Barnes, Carla Farrell, and Shirley Strawberry.
All right,
me, Tommy and Jr. just hanging on. And Martell, all we know is
we trying to hang on with you, Martell.
There we go.
Hang on, Martell. Okay, we got to take a quick break here. We'll be back with more of this live Strawberry Letter reality show right after this. All right, we're back with part 5. It is part 5 of our live Strawberry Letter.
12.
Of our live Strawberry Letter reality show today with our special guest, Martell Holt, who reached out to us. He wanted some advice during the Strawberry Letter segment, and that is what we do. We give advice. And Martell is here seeking that, and we're trying to do that. And Carla, during the break, you said—
Hold on 1 second. But he came on the show. He told me his situation. His wife is divorced. He had outside relationships. There's another baby involved. The divorce is finalized. He loves his wife. He's not in love with her. And his whole thing was, what can I do to move forward? My first suggestion is to provide this woman with some type of closure. What you publicly did to her and said to her, the apology has to be at that same level. See, it kills me when people talk about me on the internet. Then when I catch them somewhere, they want to say I'm sorry in the dressing room. No, your ass get on that same internet you was on when you was talking all that yak. And then when I got up in your face, man to man, now you down to something else. Our breaks is too damn short.
Okay. And see, they really. And okay, I have a question too. Go ahead, Carla. You wanted to say something here.
I think, Martell, what's missing is, I watched the show and I've talked about the show. You just did not show any remorse. You broke her heart.
Come on.
And you saw that over and over. And as a woman, as women, we watching Melody, we're on team Melody because we understand how she feels.
Come on.
And I'm just saying what you're saying right now, what Steve is saying, to apologize publicly and say these things. But the one thing that I never got from you is that you were sorry that you broke your wife's heart. And I just did not get that genuinely from her. From you, and even the conversations when you guys were on the show, you talked about what you weren't getting from her. You know what I'm saying? And that's
hold on.
It's getting
hold
good,
on. We're going to give you a chance, Martell, to respond and to make it right, try to make it right, and apologize and all that. But we got to take another break, and we'll be back with more of this live Strawberry Letter reality show right after this.
Hey, listen, y'all, we back. I'm taking this kind of fast. Martell Holt is on the phone with us today on the radio. His family's broken up. His wife has divorced him. He was unhappy. He stepped out. There's another child involved. Carla brought up an interesting point while we've been talking about all of this, is that the reason so many women are Team Melody is because they kind of watched you break her on television with some of the things you said. And Carla said you never seemed quite remorseful about it in a sincere way. How do you respond to that, Martell?
I'm very sorry. And, I didn't want to bring this against my family. It was many times that I prayed on my knees and asked the Lord to really, for real, remove this sin from me, but it's like, I kind of fell for this person and it got out of hand. And now that we're on a reality show, it's like my back is against the wall. And then I guess if you guys know about reality shows, they get to run the narrative the way they want to run it. It's a lot of things that y'all women are saying on this TV show that I really would not do in real life. The editing is very serious. I tell you that. The editing is very serious. And, I've been very apologetic to my wife. And
Martell,
it's just the narrative, the way
Martell,
it's
you
going,
can't control who you are on that show, because there has to be a way that you can control who you are. They can't make the Martell be the Martell they want it to be just because they want ratings. You have to be able to control the Martell that you want, the Martell that's portrayed out there.
Well, now let me say this too.
That sounds really good. That sounds really good. But when they put you in, when you want to meet 5 different people that you really would not meet in real life, that makes you feel some type of way. I'm up here meeting people, telling them about my relationship that I normally wouldn't do. What I'm supposed to do? Tell the producers that I'm not going to meet today? Right. No, that's my job. And they want me to go meet this person today?
But I think what Tommy is saying is this, Martell. My father told me something a long time ago, real simple, man. He said, son, don't give them a pen to stick you with. And I think you gave them too much fuel. I think you said some things that they didn't have to really embellish, just play it.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes, man, when we in front of people, we flex a little bit.
Come on.
Right.
And I think to my understanding is it was a lot of flexing on the show. Because you know, when the camera's on, you know, everybody want to appear in their best light. And you appearing in your best light, put her in her worst light.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah.
And that's and that has cost you a family. When we come back, man, we're gonna talk about that, the importance of the family. And after you apologize to her publicly, not privately, what I think as Steve Harvey you should do to move forward. And I think we'll be able to put some type of closure to the situation when we come back.
I like that.
All right.
That's good, Steve.
I don't even like Steve like that, but he is giving Martell some of the best advice. He is, Carla is, and so is Tommy. I mean, everybody on the panel, Shirley Strawberry as well. Tommy just gave him great advice. I love this interview, but sadly, Martell ain't taking none of this to heart. He's not taking any of the advice that he's given and applying it to his life. I don't think he knows how. I think Martell's been stuck being the way that he is for so long. He doesn't know how to be remorseful. He doesn't know how to be genuine. He doesn't know how to be vulnerable. He don't know how to be vulnerable. And that's why he is the way he is. He's going to continue to be like that. And the next woman he meets is going to be the same shit because that's the way he is. And ain't no woman going to stay with him. He going to fuck up that relationship too because he is how he is. And I blame that nappy-headed Marlene. Let's move on.
We'll be back with our last break of the day with Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville right after this.
Get some more coffee.
Ooh, all right, Steve, here we are, our last break of the day. Our very special guest today from Owns Love and Marriage Huntsville has been Martell Holt, who reached out to us. He wanted some advice during the Strawberry Letter, and that's what we were, here trying to do. Because I, believe in redemption. I mean, we would tell the same person who wrote in with these same issues, about redemption and forgiveness and things like that, and public apologies, like you said. So that's what we're here for. Go ahead.
Listen, just to recap it, this brother called in. He made some mistakes in his marriage. He knows that. He stepped outside. He's lost his family. He wants to move forward. There's another child involved. And we've been talking. And one of the things that I know that men are not good at is we're not good at closure. Now, the thing about this brother is it's a lot of men out here that are him. A lot of men out here can know exactly where he coming from. Let's stop all this. We righteous. Damn, oh man, I can't believe you did that. Yeah. Okay. And this is a story that's played out in a lot of places. This is played out all over the country, all over the world, all of the time. And it ain't just this. The days have changed. It's women doing the exact same thing now. It's just, I will be truthful with you. Women are way better at it.
We're smarter.
They're just better at it. So eventually, so now Martell, as I talked to you about apologizing, you thought that would be a good move to do publicly for her, to give her some closure, because what was done publicly can only be undone publicly. You're not gonna get your family back. You're not in love anymore, but you do love her. I saw a picture of your family, man, beautiful family. So now moving forward, man, here's what we have to do as men. We cannot, even though we make a mistake and we cost ourselves the family structure, We cannot crumble the fiber of the family because them kids ain't got nothing to do with this.
Come on.
Right.
And kids are affected by divorce.
Yes, they
are.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they are.
For sure.
They are affected. And so what they have to know at the end of this, Martell, from my standpoint, is they have to know that their daddy loved them more than he loves anything else. Your children have to know that you love them more so than you love anything else you've ever done. And so it becomes a part of, if you and the wife can be cool enough to sit in front of the children and show a unified front. I don't know where y'all at with that. I don't know if that's doable. I don't know if the hurt is too much right now, because sometimes it takes time. And like Bishop Jakes told me, he said, man, you can't just say I'm sorry and expect to walk back in there tomorrow and it's all good.
Right.
He said, that's not how this works.
That's how it used to be.
Right.
How he wanted it.
Right, because somebody got injured.
Yeah.
You know, and
Deeply,
even though they put a bandage on it,
deeply,
the pain is still there.
Come on.
So I'm assuming, Martell, you called because I mean, look, man, obviously you love your family, your kids.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And so we gotta get in there, man, and produce.
So,
do you
He like, you gotta cry.
You're saying step one, Steve, is to publicly apologize on his road to redemption and getting, moving forward with his life. You're saying step one is to publicly apologize.
See, the Lord's Prayer says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. You can't expect God to show you grace and mercy if you don't exhibit grace and mercy.
Come on.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
That was one of the things that upset the women so much, is that the arrogance that you had. It seemed like you were just so arrogant about it, and just I did it, whatever.
What it
and
is.
you kept lying about it and all of that, and that's what infuriated us. You were so arrogant. So now
because at the beginning I didn't want the whole country in my business. First off, because it wasn't
you're on a
plan
reality
of Martell.
show.
No, stop. I mean, it wasn't a plan of Martell to put because I knew what was going to happen if it got out. So I didn't want it to be out. So I'm going to lie. But at first I'm like, no, I wasn't cheating. I don't want everybody to know it. She knew and I knew. And to me, that should have been it. It shouldn't have been brought to you guys. It should have been brought to the world, because I knew it was going to happen. So I was lying about it.
At least you're honest about that.
Well, I'm perfectly well, listen to me, Shirley. Every man on this show understands that right there.
He's honest about lying.
Before.
Hold it down.
You have got to lie.
We only have a couple of minutes left, so let's let Martell have the floor so he can publicly apologize.
Trauma.
Ooh, child. They tearing him up on this interview.
Scary. But what
he look like he about to cry.
Go ahead, Martell.
Okay. So to Melody, the person I've been with for over 14 years. I grew up with you. We've accomplished a lot in life. We got 4 beautiful children, and I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I'm not talking about the negative things, but I wouldn't be the person I am without you.
You sure would.
I do love you.
Ooh.
I love what we stood for.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And it's
because finally you admit that Mel is the reason why you are who you are, nigga. Your teeth wouldn't be the way they are. You wouldn't be sitting there looking how you look right now, nigga, without her. You wouldn't even be sitting in that type of house, nigga. You from the projects, and nothing against nobody from the projects, but Mel changed his life a whole 360. So let's back that thing up, honey. Like Juvenile said, I need to hear that again. I would not be who I am or where I am without you, because it's her. Nigga, you wouldn't be none of that.
At least you're honest about that.
I'm perfectly well, listen to me, Shirley. Every man on this show understands that right there.
He's honest about lying.
Before.
Hold it down.
You have got to lie.
We only have a couple of minutes left, so let's let Martell have the floor so he can publicly apologize.
Go ahead, Martell.
Okay. So to Melody, the person I've been with for over 14 years. I grew up with you. We've accomplished a lot in life. We got 4 beautiful children, and I wouldn't be the person that I am. And I'm not talking about the negative things, but I wouldn't be the person I am without you. I do love you. I love what we stood for, and it's my deepest hope that we can, co-parent together, accomplish that and make sure that we raise our children in the same way that we wanted to raise them when we're together. So I just want you to know that I am sorry to have put you through this, my children through this, our families through this. It hurts me. And I know it hurts you just as much as it hurts me. And I'm sorry, Melody, for everything that I've done, everything. And I thank you for the opportunities that you gave me. You gave me plenty of chances to get it right. God gave me plenty of chances to get it right. I remember us talking about things in terms of God blessing us and showing us favor. And then every time I step out, we lose that favor.
Come on.
And to you, I wish you the best in life, your career, and from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. I am.
That nigga hurt. That nigga is hurt.
Well, brother, I think it's sincere.
I don't, but
yeah, it is. Yes,
man, it's not. It's nothing else you can do.
Ooh,
saying it is so. It's.
Imagine if he really meant all the stuff he just said, they would be in a different space right now. The fact that he has not accepted the fact that Melody let him go. Martell is in a place of hurt right here and disbelief because Mel kept saying that she's leaving, she's divorcing him. But when this shit was finalized and that ink hit that paper, he is in disbelief that shit happened. So I feel like he's sorry more so that she left him and not for what he did. Because you sent a clear message to her to say, I love her, but I'm not in love with her. You are in love with her. Because there's no fucking way you can be married to somebody for 12, 13, 14 years and you automatically fall out of love with them when you fuck it up. There's no way. You are still in love. You still in love to this day. Because you're still chasing her and you're still using the courts to get to see her and still get to hold on to her. You won't let go because you keep filing motions and you are hurting your children in the process because you know that's going to tug at her heartstrings and further hurt her. You are infatuated with hurting her because you can't have her. This shit is crazy. Oh, child, let's continue though. This is a good interview. I love this. Ooh,
just saying it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
It don't fix nothing, but at least, man, when a woman can hear you publicly say it and hear her name and hear how you feel about the kids, it just gives them some type of public relief because y'all been beat up in the media so bad, man. So look, man, I appreciate you coming on. Yeah. I appreciate you coming on to say this, to get some advice. And you took it, man. And, you're a decent person, man. It's, look, we make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you got to get up and go again, man. Just go out there, man, and be the best, absolute best dad that you can be to them children, man. Don't let them feel no pain because of this, man. And then keep talking to God about it, man. And one day, man, this will all get better. So we thank you for joining us, Martell Holt. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you,
Martell. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all enjoy that?
Us because
did y'all enjoy that? That was a good interview. Now, I do think that they need to do a follow-up interview in terms of where he is now and get his headspace and compare this interview with the new interview in terms of where his headspace is now. And I guarantee you to be completely different. He's not as humble. That divorce humbled him. Mind you, that divorce had just happened, like not even a month. So he's hurt. He's a little humbled a little bit because he can't believe that shit happened. So he done ran to Steve to pour out his grievances. He ain't gonna cry on camera. Y'all know that. He probably cried like hell after this interview. He probably buried his face in the covers and cried. He even said in one of his interviews that he cried all the time, thinking about Mel and them damn kids. That house is lonely. He's in there by himself. So don't think that Martell is sitting at home all feeling Gucci and good. No, he ain't. Even with Ariana there, he still cries because she just don't fit the puzzle in terms of what he wanted and missed in his life. Ariana, she don't fit. She don't fit. She don't fit. This boy sat here and said, I'm sorry for everything. That means, bitch, I'm sorry for that whole baby. I'm sorry for Knox being here. That's what that means. Because that added another damn log to the fire that made the shit worse. You knew she wasn't coming back after that baby. That's why he wanted Ariana to get rid of that baby. He was like, oh, hell no. You pregnant? You better get rid of that. And she said, hell no. He knew his life was over after that damn baby. He knew that shit was over. Martell is crushed. But that was a great interview. I don't even like Steve like that. But baby, when I tell you, everybody on this panel for the Strawberry Letter gave him sound advice, and he's not taking any of this advice. Martell did not take any of this damn advice. But yeah, let's get on back to the main screen. Thank you all. I said lying fool. y'all enjoy this? I enjoyed this interview. I watched part of it. I didn't get to watch it all. Child, this was very much so eye-opening. So I'll be trying to pull y'all some good stuff so y'all can watch and kind of see and compare, baby. You see how he felt then versus now? Martell, that's a whole completely different person. He is crying. I bet y'all he cried. I bet you every dime I got it, he cried after this interview because he looked like he was about to break down in this damn interview. I bet you he cried. But y'all, that's going to be our show for tonight. I appreciate you guys. Okay, it's almost 9 o'clock. Let me get off here, child. Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Linda Gamble, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you all for modding and doing such an awesome job of keeping the trolling down so we can have a great show in here. All right. They always do an awesome job. Thank you guys. To my mods that's always over here supporting. I love you guys down. Thank y'all. Truth TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Messy Hoes Atlanta, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seeing Her. Thank you for being here. And any other content creators that join. Thank you guys for being here. And of course, my Caramellians, y'all know I can't leave without saying thank you to you guys as well. Please don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel so that you'll be privy to more information and videos to come. All right. Y'all know I love y'all. Let's get out of here, honey. Let's get y'all some music. I'll see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles. Be blessed, rest well, and goodbye.